All right, I have something here that is very cool, especially for all us Polish Lavvu owners. This is a little device that is made to eliminate the center pole and set up an internal tripod. This comes from a company called Rough Timba over there in the UK. And I ordered this, and this is how it came. And here it is. Very cool. Very cool device. 3D printed, very lightweight, but yet very strong. Very strong. So, I believe it comes in multiple colors. I think you can get it in orange as well. This one happens to be in green, which is cool. Also has these holes right here on it, so you can hang a lantern or a flashlight or something like that to light up your internal of your Lavvu, because it's pretty dark in there. Anyway, that's very cool. Very cool. Rough Timba. So this guy saw the need for a lot of Lavvu owners, because the Polish Lavvu is very popular right now. Let's get this set up, show you what it's about. It's very cool. All right, there's what it's going to look like prior to putting the Lavvu up. Just kind of set it up like that and all that. So let's see, kind of get that straightened out a little bit. Yeah, Rough Timba. And it's very cool because right here you have these on all 3 points that you can hang a light off of that. Hang your lantern, your torch off something. You can hang off that for some light on the inside. So it's very cool. And as you Brits would say, and Bob's your uncle. That's it set up. Not perfect. It's the first time I've ever used this Rough Timba tripod adapter. Placement of the poles, I think, might be able to be adjusted around and things like that. And my pole length is not quite to the length, of course. I'm just using what I have so I can do this video. But you'll want to get your exact measurements that you have for your size of Lavvu. This one is a size 2 medium. So if you got a size 1 or a size 3, you may want to, you'll have to, measure out what poles you want to use. And what's cool about this, though, is that it eliminates the center pole. That's the whole idea of this. Eliminates the center pole. A lot of us Lavvu users and things like that, I've seen for years now, talk about eliminating the center pole, using a tripod, all kinds of stuff like that. Even with a modified Lavvu with a skirt on it, is to eliminate, and just opens up and gives more room. We'll go in here in a second, but yeah, it eliminates these poles, the center pole, because it gets in the way, and it it works just fine. The times that I've used this, I've actually just kind of hung it from a tripod on the outside, hung it, and then a tripod from the outside, hung it in the middle, staked it down, and it worked fine. Me and my wife both slept in it very comfortably. But it eliminates having to carry this, and you can just cut down some, if you don't want to carry anything extra, cut down some limbs off some trees. Now, unfortunately, in my area, I don't live in like a pine forest where you walk around, you see the videos of everybody walking around, they've got straight pine trees everywhere and they've got straight logs and everything. Well, we don't have that here in my area. Everything is crooked, bent, it's hard to find something straight. But for you that do, lucky for you. So what I've had to use is just some poles that I've already had, like some extension poles and things like that. And they're metal, they're not perfect to length, as you can see. It's got a little gap around here. That's not bad at all. But I'll take you around and show you what I mean. And then we'll take a look on the inside. See what I mean right here? I got this pole. It's got a gap right here. It's got a little bit of a gap back here. I mean, in some people, that's no big deal. You know, I like to have it flush to the ground personally. And, you know, I've set this up just kind of hastily. And also the first time that I've done this, like I said, you know, you want to cut the, you know, if you want them flush to the ground, you want to cut that and everything. So it's just a little bit too tall with the poles. But let's get you in here real quick. Pardon my sweaty self. It is a heat index of 107 degrees here today. It is very hot and very humid, and it's crazy. Anyway, my Lavvu is only modded with a zip. That's all I've done to it so far. So there it is. A lot of room. Let's go inside real quick. I'll show you what I mean. There it is. Like I said, it's just poles. These metal poles, adjustable poles. If I had two more of those right there, I just haven't bought any. It'd be great for perfect adjustment. So, but that is it. And that's what you get. Got me a grease stain over there from a Russian MRE. A little extra waterproofing, I guess, huh? But that is it. That thing is cool, very cool. So yeah, it opens up that, gives you plenty of room in there. Let's take you inside a little. So yeah, here I am, sitting pretty much under the middle of it. It gives a lot more room in here for sure, where you can sit. And you know, good thing about a Lavvu is it's tall enough that you can actually sit up, you know, in multiple places. Now, this thing could be pulled out a little bit tighter and things like that, like I said. And I just need to kind of play with the poles a little bit, see where the perfect spot is for them, but also get the proper length. Now, when it comes to proper length of poles, whatever size your Lavvu is, 1, 2, or 3, what I suggest you do, if you don't want to carry poles, unless you're car camping or anything like that, or don't have very far to go, or you're in a park or something that you don't have to hike in too far, and you just want to cut down some limbs, what I suggest is that take a piece of paracord or rope or anything like that, but cut it to the length of the pole that you need to set your Lavvu up. Cut it to the length. That way when you're out in the woods, you already have a measurement stick basically with you, and that's the size that you cut your poles to. And you can take that same piece of paracord or rope, wrap that around your Lavvu when you roll it up and you're done with it. Kind of keep it together, something to tie it with, same size of cord. Perfect. And you always got a measurement on there with you, so you'll know exactly how long to cut your poles to. So that's very cool. This is a very cool item. Came from Rough Timba right there in the UK, and kind of eliminates, you know, having to try to find something yourself or do something yourself, and all that you need, you know, to like go to the hardware store and try to find plumbing pieces, because they don't actually make a piece like this. This guy 3D printed this stuff. He's a Lavvu owner, and he saw a need for it because a lot of people, like I've said, I've seen a lot of people asking about, you know, tripods and how to make one and all kinds of stuff over the years. They want to eliminate the center pole. And also, I believe he's got pieces, if you have a modified Lavvu that's got a skirt on it, that he's got elbows that you can put on the end of your poles, and some, you know, you can kind of keep a straight edge around your skirt and stuff like that. So it'll be a pole, an elbow, and then a piece that you can, you know, a piece of pole that you can cut straight down, and it'll, you know, keep your skirt flush and pull out and everything straight. So that's very cool, very cool. So, and they're not very expensive. So I'll put a link to his website down there and all that, and I'll show, and it'll take you to it. And if you're, you know, these Lavvus have become so popular over the last several years that they are almost getting impossible to find. You can get them. Some people are charging way too much for them. They're way too expensive, you know, on eBay and stuff like that, because they know what they got, especially the size 3s. And I had a size 3. I actually sold it a few years ago. I actually found that it's not really that much different in room. You're getting about that much more space, really, to be honest with you. And don't get me wrong, the 3 is very cool and all that, but the 2, I found this size 2 just fine, And there's plenty of room. Like I said, that me and my wife have slept in this, and we didn't have the center pole, because like I said, I put it on an outside tripod. And there's plenty of room for us and our backpack and whatever else stuff we had. So one person, for sure, you will be able to have plenty of room. Put your stove, if you're using a stove, all that stuff. So yes, opens it up. It's excellent. Anyway, I'm just rattling on. That's my video of it. It is 1,000,000 degrees, and it's 1,000,000 degrees in here right now. So I'm gonna get out of here and all that. Like I said, I'll put the link to the Rough Timba tripod adapter up there in the comments, and very cool of them to send that out. And it got here quickly. It got here so fast. So, and I'm in the USA, middle of the United States, Oklahoma. So very cool. Anyway, keep it heavy.